Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. This isn't going to be a sit down chat video, but I'm going to be giving you guys 10 tips to succeed in school and get good grades. I am currently in year 12, so I can't really speak with experience in year 12 saying this is how you get good grades in year 12. Just kind of basing this on my 12 years of school that I've had already. But yeah, I've learned a lot over the years and I've spoken to lots of people about, how to be successful. Of course, it is all dependent on the sort of person you are, but I hope I can give you guys some tips that could possibly help you get work done sooner, be more motivated, and maybe even whip out an A in an assignment. So I want to kick it off with my first tip, which is to give yourself rewards to make you work harder in class or at home. So for example, I'll say to myself, as soon as I get this paragraph done or as soon as I complete these next 5 questions, I am going to be able to go see Luca. I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to make a smoothie. So if you're just sitting at home and you're like, gotta do work, but I'm just going to let it drag out for like 5 hours because I've got nothing else to do, so I'm just going to like sit here on my phone, bit of work phone. If you set yourself like a reward, say, right, get this done, and then as soon as it's done, you're watching some TV, you're doing whatever you want to do. It makes you so much more motivated to like work harder, work faster, and just put more attention into it, because when you're doing homework, you cannot do multiple things at once. Like, you just want to focus on it, get it done. You don't want to waste your whole night doing one thing. One of the best things that I've done, because otherwise you're just working like endlessly and you're just like sitting here and you're just gonna get super bored and unmotivated. My next bit of advice kind of is more directed to year 11 and 12, because I don't know if year 10s get frees, but if you have free study lessons, like set one free to like have free time, go on your phone, scroll on Pinterest, TikTok, whatever you want to do, but your double frees or like majority of the frees that you have, do your work. Like, go to the library, sit outside, sit in a place where there aren't many people around, aren't many distractions, and just work as hard as you can, because that is an extra like 45 minutes or like 90 minutes. When you're just getting ahead, like that's 45 minutes you don't need to do in class, you don't need to do after school, you're getting it done there. Like, my goal for this year is to have very little homework, and thanks to the 14 frees that I have, I can do that. Also in class, like if you get an assignment and you get it done, you can have the rest of that class time to do other work. For example, I have a religion assignment. I got it on the Tuesday and the draft was due the following Friday. I got the draft done by Thursday. So I now have a whole week of lessons to do other stuff, which is just like 5 extra modules that I can do other work. So gotta think like that. Get ahead. Get ahead. But of course, don't rush it. Alrighty, so the next bit of advice is to, if you want to get good grades, especially with things like maths or anything that is quite like content heavy, do lots of practice tests. At my school we get given one before every assignment, but you can even find things online, go through the textbook, see if there's any workbooks you can get, and just test yourself. It's the best, I find it's one of the best ways to learn, because you're getting yourself in that test condition setting, and then just is really good to prepare yourself, get in that test mindset, give yourself only the note sheet that you might have like this, and yeah, like just test yourself. I apologise about the wind if it's a bit hard to hear, but this morning I have woken up a bit early to go for a quick run to practice for sports day. That's next week, but I've got to run 1.5 tomorrow, so that'll be great as always. Trying to do what I can. And this leads me on to my next tip, which is to look after yourself, both mentally and physically. Because if you're stressed and undernourished and just not at your best, you're not going to be able to work at your best. You're not going to be able to produce the best quality work. So you only have one body and you need to look after it because that's the only body you've got. Like if you treat yourself poorly, you're only going to get poor results. I'm dead. I'm dead. I did it. I did my 5 laps. My chest hurts, but I'm done. So at least I know now that I can actually run 5 laps without stopping. It's just really hard, but it's not that bad. I didn't stop to walk once, which was good. But oh, I'm dead. Alright, so I'm at my dad's now and I'm going to go to dance soon. And this is a good example of my next tip, which is to find hobbies or things outside of study that you can do throughout your week. So every single night you're not doing homework. It's really hot right now. Whew. So having balance will prevent you from burning out, because if you're working non-stop or studying non-stop, it can only last so long before you burn yourself out. You need to have balance and you need to look after yourself. So yeah, tonight I'm going to dance. That is for an hour and a half. Finishes at 9 o'clock. I absolutely love it. It's something so different, like outside of like my normal routine. It's really fun. But yeah, I've got competitions this year, which is exciting. So I'm kind of slowly moving up into the dance world. Now my next tip to help you guys get good grades at school is kind of based on having a good study routine and like being motivated. But a little specific tip with this is find your study spot. This can be a space where it's just your little zone and you focus best in. For me, there is a balcony at school which I sit on. No one really goes there when I'm there. It's really quiet and it's just like getting some fresh air, being outside, getting vitamin D, and also doing work in private. There's also like a certain chair in the library that I like because it's got PowerPoints near it. You can see out the window and then yeah, it's just like quite nice and private. And then at home, I do work best on like a certain couch in the house. And then like if I'm doing a new assignment, I'll move to a new chair. Then I just feel like I'm starting fresh and not sitting on the same spot, dragging it out for like 6 hours. But yeah, finding a little spot will help you just get in the zone more and then just be more productive with your time, rather than if you're in a place that's really distracting and busy and you just don't feel comfortable there, you ain't gonna get much done. And some of you may even like want to go to a public library or, you know, just another really quiet place that works best for you. So my next bit of advice is to keep things organized. So let me show you this. So on my computer, I have a stickies thing on my desktop. I have 2 sections to do school stuff, and then so currently I need to pick my geography investigation topic and do my religion investigation, like start it. They're like 2 big things. And then I have a 2 do at home stuff, and I just write everything that I need to do outside of school. I find that works best for me because I'm on my computer most of the time and I don't want to carry around like an extra diary. We get given one by the school, but I have so much to carry, I don't want to carry another book. Most of our assignments are online, so yeah, it's really easy for me. But you guys could use notes. You could like physically stick sticky notes on your computer, write it down on your phone, use the reminders app. I don't know, find what works for you, but keep things organized. That is absolutely important to managing your work. My next bit of advice is something that I'm going to be doing tomorrow, and that is to really utilize your teachers. Like, they're there for a reason, and don't be afraid to have meetings with them or ask some heaps of questions. So if you get like a draft back for an essay or a piece of work and like you go through it with the teacher but you're still a little bit confused, or you do the changes but you want to get some like extra reassurance, email them, ask for a meeting with them, and then you can like go through it together. Like having one-on-one time with a teacher is going to improve your work so much because they're there looking at your stuff specifically. They're not talking to the whole class, and they're going to help you achieve your best. I got given this draft back and my rough grade that I was sitting at was a B+, but of course I want to get in like the A+ band. That's my goal. So I went to the teacher and I just said, how can I improve this to get an A+? Because there wasn't heaps of like specific feedback on what I need to do to improve it. And then so that way I got to sit down with her. We talked about it and I knew exactly what I had to do to get in that like A+ band. And then I got to go back, work on it and make the specific changes rather than looking at it and going, I don't really know what to do here. Don't be afraid to follow up with them 2 or 3 times. I've also got a meeting with one of my teachers so I can talk about like our big assignment for the year. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. We're going to plan a topic and just see about where I can go with it. But yeah, do not be afraid to talk to your teachers about things and get advice, because it'll be very, very helpful for you. So my last bit of advice for you all is to plan out your frees. I've currently got 13 frees, which is very, very helpful. I know some of you guys might not have as many. No matter how many you've got, it's good to plan out what you're going to do in them, even like earlier on in the week or a day or a couple days before. So I'll give you a quick example of mine. Monday, I've got a double free in the morning. I could either come to school late or I could use that free. Some weeks I may come late if I'm like extremely tired and the option's there. However, Monday mornings, I normally like to do a bit of work from my course because it isn't too like brain heavy, like it's pretty straightforward. Tuesday morning, I have to be at school, and then I'll either do questions that I've had for nutrition that have been set, or just like any simple homework task. If I've got nothing, then I'll spend like 10 minutes on my phone and get the homework out the way then, because I don't want to do anything at home, so it's good if I can get my homework done Tuesday morning before Wednesday. Then Wednesday afternoon, I have a double free at the end of the day. That is the day where I leave early. That gives me time to go to the gym, film YouTube videos, edit, do whatever I want to do really. Thursdays, I have got frees all day until the last 2 lessons. So I'll try and do at least 2 different types of work. One Thursday I did religion for the first bit and I smashed out my whole religion assignment. And the next half I edited a YouTube video, and in that time I managed to get it uploaded and make a thumbnail for it. So had nothing to do Thursday after school. And Friday I have got no frees. So yeah, I try and get ready for my full day to ensure I have no homework on the weekend. But yeah, that's how I break down my frees, and that I highly recommend you guys do that with yours. Just kind of have a rough idea of what you want to do and think what's going to work best for your mental health. Like, if you've got a full day and one single free, like you can take some of that time to go on your phone or relax and whatever, but for your other frees, or even for half of that free, just do something to prevent you from having homework, because it will help you so much. And if you're ahead in class, it's pretty likely that the teacher's going to let you go on with other work. They'll get drafts back to you quicker and you'll just be way ahead of everyone else. I am extremely sorry about this quality. My camera is flat and I realised I only filmed 9 tips. I thought I filmed 10, but anyway, why is my headphones on? I've got one last one, which is to get enough sleep. Do not stay up until 4 a.m. doing homework. Like, it's just not good for you at all. I get, like, not everyone's going to have as many frees as me, so they're going to have to do homework. But sleep is so important. If you stay up till 3 a.m., you're going to be extremely tired the next day. You may think, oh, it's going to be fine, I'll just have coffee. Trust me, it will not solve your problems. You'll be falling asleep in class, and then you're going to be further behind with everything. You're going to be less motivated to do work, and trust me, it will just have this huge snowball effect. So just work as hard and smart as you can in class and get things done, and do not leave them to the last minute. Do not let it build up, because you need your sleep, you need your downtime, and you just cannot waste like a moment in school. Yes, of course, every now and then relax for 10 minutes, but do not waste a whole day and do not waste a whole lesson, because like every lesson at school is so valuable. Sorry about this bad quality tip. I'm very sorry. So, they're all the tips I have got for this video. I hope you guys found it helpful. The main things to take away from this is no one gets good grades easily. You've always got to put in the effort, but you need to work smarter, not necessarily harder. If you organize your time well, you look after yourself mentally and physically, you have balance, things will be a lot more enjoyable and manageable. If you guys are in year 12 this year, good luck. I hope you are all doing subjects that you enjoy and achieve your goals this year. I've got good news. I just want to give a bit of evidence that these tips work. I got my first maths test back for year 12 and I got an A+. And that was because I used these tips. I'm not saying these tips are the magical things and if you do these you're definitely going to get A+, but they're going to help you achieve your goals, hopefully. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe, all of that jazz, and I'll see you all in my next video.